I should take my gum out. It's more professional. More professional. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm so sorry for this hiatus that I always seem to do. It's like, oh, I do videos and then like 2 seconds later I don't do them anymore. I'm gonna try and upload every Monday and Friday whenever I can. I just know that in between that time span, life got really hectic. Life got but today I am going to be doing a first impression / review on the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation and the concealer, which has been all the rage. Everybody and their mama loving it, and I'm trying to see what's the tea. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started using this product. So first I'm just gonna prime my face. Right now I'm using the Hangover RX Good in Bed. Even though this is technically, I guess, more of a nighttime sort of serum, I do like it because it does have sort of a tackiness to it. Even though I'm going to apply a primer on top of it, it helps moisturize my skin, but also like prepares it for makeup, if that makes sense. Also, I got, ooh, my wig coming up, but you know what? This is a wig with bangs, so does it really matter? Now, I'm also going to be putting on the Milk Makeup primer. I got the little sample because your girl cheat. You know, usually I would, you know, just prime one side of my face, but honestly, I'm gonna be honest, this kind of dumb because I would never do that in actual life. Plus, look, I'm tired of just putting stuff on my bare skin and clogging my pores, all right? So I have applied all my primers and stuff, and we can go ahead and get on to the foundation. So, and as I state before, all the information and stuff that I get is from the actual websites of the brands, not Sephora, not Ulta. It is from their actual websites. Basically, let's start with the Stay Naked Weightless Foundation. It retails for $39 and it comes in 50 shades. Sis, I'm so happy about this foundation, mainly because the shade that I picked, there are 5 more shades after me. But quick story time, pause. Quick story time before I get into all that. I was in the Ulta trying to figure out which foundation, and I had picked 2, and I was like, I don't know, maybe it's one of these, right? And so then I asked someone who was working there, I was just like, okay, which one do you think matches my skin? And she was just like, well, this one's darker and this one's lighter, so it just depends on how you want your foundation to be, darker or lighter. And I was like, I want my foundation to match my skin. Anywho, but there are 5 shades after me, and I have to commend Urban Decay on the various undertones, because it was a little difficult for me to actually choose my shade. Like, I spent some time in that Ulta trying to figure out what my shade was, because so many undertones, and I've never seen that in a foundation before, where there are so many sort of fluid undertones. Because like usually in foundations, like I'm just a straight neutral. Now I do have a bit more like warmness to me, so I like to have neutral but a bit of warm, but you know, that's usually not an option. It's either neutral, warm, cold, you know how it is. But when I was in there, I just found a lot of these shades were very workable, very fluid, and I gotta commend them on that. Especially with, this is 90 WO, because what they do is they have the number of the foundation, but they'll also have the specific undertones and stuff. The only thing, this says W for warm and O for orange. I'm like, I ain't orange, sis. Rude. But it is very easy to sort of find your undertone, because it'll be like neutral, cool neutral, warm neutral, you know, all those other like really in between shades, and that's really nice. It's really nice. And especially because I'm not the darkest shade, and sometimes when foundations come out and I'm the darkest shade, I just think that's BS, because again, I'm not the darkest black person. I am dark skinned, but I'm not the darkest black person that we come in. We come in so many more rich shades after me, so it's just not fair for me to be the last shade. But basically, find your naked true with the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation, our vegan, buildable medium coverage liquid foundation with the real skin matte finish that lasts up to 24 hours. We designed this line of 50 shades with 9 shade intensities, 3 master tones, and 7 undertones to dial in your precise color match. Our waterproof, long wear foundation feels like wearing nothing thanks to a breathable, flexible formula that moves with you all day and all night up to 24 hours. It not only feels better, it even looks better. Sorry, my nose. With its Stay True color, which minimizes the appearance of pores so you can always look like you. So that's a lot. I see a lot of claims, and we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. I love how you open it, it says good things happen when you're naked. And let's talk about the packaging. It is so pretty, but this is so pretty. I don't know, you've never really seen a bottle done like this sort of, gosh, what, this artsy, not asymmetrical, but it's just a unique design because it's like you have the bottle, then you have those sort of like indentations and stuff. It's so nice. But again, as I said, I chose the shade 90 Warm Orange, and I'm gonna shake it up a little bit because it is a liquid foundation and it sounds very like water-based and liquid-based. But I will be using a brush and a sponge just to see which one I like better. Gonna pump that on my hand. I did about 3 pumps. We're gonna say that's 3. They were not full pumps, but this is a very liquidy foundation, as you can clearly see. So now I'm gonna take a sponge. Focus. Hey sis. Sorry, something odd was going on with my camera and I wasn't sure what that was. But anyway, I'm gonna take the sponge. It dried down a little bit, so hopefully it's still movable. Okay, so that is one side done with the sponge. So far so good. I don't really see anything that's too bad. I'm gonna apply it with a brush. But I think it's okay with blending in with a brush or a sponge. I don't really see a difference with that. I just prefer to use a sponge. Like, that's what I'll carry with me when I travel and stuff. I'm gonna apply one more pump on the back of my hand and just kind of go over everywhere because it's a medium coverage, but I'm used to more full coverage. Actually, it looks a little bit light in the coverage department, but again, I'm gonna go ahead on and apply more and we'll see how it goes. It really did build up the coverage and it doesn't look cake. So that's my first impression so far. There's no harsh scent to this at all. It is very sort of lightweight. Like, I don't really feel like anything is on my face. It does have a very buildable coverage because I didn't like how it first applied, but I did like the second layer. So so far so good. Now let's move on to the concealer. Our Vegan Real Skin Matte Concealer with 25% more pigment and full coverage that lasts up to 24 hours with an expanded range of 25 shades. There's enough coverage to go around. Our Stay Naked Concealer lineup features 9 shade intensities, 3 master tones, and 5 undertones. Use this flexible Real Skin Matte Finish Concealer for just about anything from covering imperfections to highlight. My camera stopped recording, so that was fun. The patented wave tip applicator makes it easy to get the right level of coverage. Use the flat side for precise, light application, or lean into the curve for smooth glide on application and heavier dose of product. So, but I am again gonna take her out, and she says good things happen when you're naked. Here is the concealer, just looking just as sleek and chic as the foundation. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply this concealer. No smell. I would definitely say this is thicker than the foundation, but it still has a very nice sort of lightweight feel to it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my sponge and blend everything out. So far, super easy to blend, very nice to blend. Not coming across any type of issues. This is very nice. And I just feel like it's meshing so well with the foundation, like the concealer. It's not too bright. Like I tried to make sure to not get a concealer that was obviously too bright, but I just feel like after blending that out and having it sort of just mesh very well with the foundation and blend very well into the foundation. It says more pigment and full coverage. I don't, I see the coverage, but it's not the super full coverage that I'm used to. I'm gonna see if the concealer is a little bit more buildable. I'm gonna add a little bit more because it's not at the exact sort of coverage that I want, just in my bag area. Much better, much better, much better. So it just, this concealer is also buildable, doesn't look cakey. But yeah, the first application was more, to me, a little bit more natural, whereas this one, I just feel like it's covering a lot more and covering a lot better. I like how my face looks right now. Like, I haven't put on any mascara, any blush, any powder, but I enjoy how my face looks right now. So what I'm gonna do is, because basically the foundation is pretty much like set, I'm going to go ahead, do the rest of my face off camera, and then come back to you with my first initial thoughts, and we'll get this review going. Not even gonna lie to you, I forgot that I was still filming as I started to clean up my apartment, because I need to clean my room desperately. But yeah, how y'all liking my wig? I've had this foundation on so far for about, I want to say, a little over 30 minutes, and so far it's reacted very well. There's nothing irritating about it. I like the way my skin looks. Everything looks flawless on my skin. But I mean, you know, it's basically the test of the day to see how it reacts to the rest of my skin. You know, that's pretty much what this is. So for right now, I use my phone to record my videos, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully, if I bring it close enough, you can see the time, 12:17. So I'm pretty much just going to wear this all day while I clean my room, do my chores, run my errands, stuff like that, because I'm not changing out of this shirt. You know, we can have a B face but still look a mess. That's all I got to say. But anyway, I'll see you guys later on in the day. Anyway, let's get into this foundation. I have this random thing on because this is what I generally use when I'm washing my face, and I want to make sure that like my lace and stuff is protected. I wear this with wigs a lot just to make sure that I don't get water and stuff on my lace when I'm trying to wash my face. And I was about to just go on in and take this off and was like, wait, you're filming a video. See that? I wonder. See the time. I've had this foundation on for 7 hours, and for over 7 hours, and honestly, I think this foundation is great. It is so lightweight, super lightweight, honestly dangerously lightweight. Quick story time. So I was just in the bed and I was just going to town, just scratching my face, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got makeup on. Feels like nothing on your face. So now I'm pretty much gonna go through the claims of both the foundation and the concealer and talk about what I think is true, what I don't think is true, blase blase, all that. Now it says that this is like up to 24 hours of wear, and I feel like that's a bold claim for any foundation to make, especially because I have oily skin. I feel like if you're more on the normal to drier spectrum, then this can work a lot more, especially because this matte finish isn't like super, you know, all the moisture in your face is gone matte. I would pick this foundation up especially for longer days, because if I know I'm gonna have a longer day that day, I don't want a heavy foundation. So I don't know about that up to 24 hours. I'm not, sis, you ain't ever gonna see me wearing no makeup for 24 hours. But I definitely think this is good for long days. I would say this is a flexible formula. Complete. It says breathable, is very breathable. My pores don't feel clogged. My skin doesn't feel clogged. All in all, I still think looks beautiful. Usually I have like little lines here that it'll settle into, like my smile lines, just on this side, because if you look, this side is a little bit more like creasy than this side, but I don't see that at all. Now I'm gonna move on to the concealer. It does say, it says 25% more pigment and full coverage. I don't think it's as full coverage as it claims to be, just because when I first put it on, I was not happy with how my under eye bags still look, but I do think that it does have coverage, and it does have buildable coverage. It says lasts up to 24 hours, and again, I ain't keeping this on for 24 hours. It says that it is flexible. I didn't allow the concealer to dry down, so I don't really know that it is flexible in that sense, but I do think it's very nice and workable and blendable. It says it has a real skin matte finish. I didn't really notice any type of matte finish because, you know, I set my concealers with a powder anyway, so I didn't really like notice anything like that. But I do think it dries down just a little bit. I do like the applicator. Applicator is very soft. Applicator is very movable. It says that it has a patent wave tip applicator, and I don't know, the applicator is nice. I don't really think there's a thing that I disliked about this foundation, to be honest. Like, it's been a very long time since I've tried out a new foundation, one, and two, that I've tried out a new foundation that I genuinely like so much. This foundation is so light. Again, I can't emphasize this enough that it is light, like a Lay's potato chip. Very lightweight, very breathable, feels like nothing is on your skin, but your skin still looks so good. Like, it's literally, I like to think of this foundation as a your skin but better sort of thing. I'm a fan of this foundation. This is going to be one of the foundations that I'm just reaching for now. So I do think that this is a lovely foundation, and the concealer as well. Love this foundation, and I love this concealer. If it comes down to me recommending it, yes, go ahead, buy it. Foundation is $39, concealer is $29. So this is $39, $29, and I guarantee you your money will not be wasted. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining me in another video. Hope you guys have enjoyed my review video. I mean, please like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button, and also hit that little bell notification so you can be notified when your girl upload, because you don't want to miss out on this. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and remember, when we comment, we want to bring people up and not bring people down. Bye.